I think the message was not strong enough. In fact, this day, going back to 1984, is one of the darkest, I shouldn't call it an episode, because when thousands of people die, it can't be called an episode. People tried to call it a riot. It was not a riot. Riots are when two communities fight each other. It was cold-blooded killing of innocent, vulnerable people sitting in their homes. Those who were responsible for democracy, for preparing voters' lists, those who were responsible for law and order, use voters' lists to go to the homes of my community, the Sikh community, put charcoal signs outside, and then the homes were burnt and people were pulled out. It was one of the darkest chapters in our post-1947 history. Who was in power then? A political party which claimed that they had made a great contribution to the country. Maybe they did. But if you look at the contribution also, this is a political party which has tried to write the history of the independence struggle, the history of 1947 and post-47 history in terms of their own family. Even those who made massive contributions. Whom am I referring to? Today on the 150th birth anniversary, Sardar Patel denied his place in history according to them. Ambedkar ji denied his place in history. I can name several others. And if you believe in their version of history, it is only the Nehru-Gandhi family which did the national movement, etc. They've forgotten all the others who did things. Even the name, they don't give direct credit to where it belongs, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So what I say is it's such a sad chapter. I was a young first secretary serving in the Indian mission in Geneva when I heard that Delhi had erupted into riots. My parents, my father's a retired civil servant. They lived in a small self-financing scheme, DDA flat in Housecast. One of my friends had to take my parents under cover of darkness and take them to my grandmother's house, which she had a flat refugee rehabilitation property in Khan Market. Why there? Because it was at least on the first floor. So I have known the former Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, once told me that one of his relatives was pulled from a terrace of his house and thrown down, or he had to jump because a mob was coming. So this is not a dark chapter which can be denied. For many years, the Congress denied that this happened. They denied the anti-Sikh carnage. I don't call it a riot because riot is if two communities are fighting. And finally, when they were caught with their pants down, then what happened? Then they started giving feeble excuses. Forget about everything else. Congress leaders who were office bearers in the party, who became ministers in their government, were leading mobs in the direction of Sikhs. This is all now very well documented. My tweets today, Nanavati Commission is a case in point. And what is the Congress point? That young leader at that point of time says, when a big tree falls, the earth shakes. We ought to be ashamed of the fact that those who are responsible for the maintenance of law and order utilize the machinery of the state to go and pile on members of a community. All I can say is that as a very proud member of the Sikh community, you know, after the BJP has come to power, where we are in power, has anything like this ever happened? So these guys concoct stories, deny people the contribution that they have made, and they are the opposition. Is this the kind of opposition we need? When our economy is growing at 7.8% per quarter and an international rating agency has revised our grading upward, they say ours is a dead economy. Why? Because some uncle sitting outside has called it a dead economy, and you wanting to run it up. Every time the man steps out of the country, he undermines, berates, and tries to attack not only Indian democracy, all this business about, SIR, etc. Come and participate. Let's see what happens in the Bihar election. who's making the charges and what we are doing. So I think with great humility, a few years ago, after I joined the political stream, I had written an article on the genocide of Sikhs. Today I can say that sometimes it is very important to message, because our next generation, especially those who were either very too young in 1984 to know, or we are a very young nation. I mean, today we have a demographic advantage, but our youngsters must be reminded how we became free, who are the people responsible, and who are the people who, in the name of democracy, abrogated civil liberties in 1975 June, and then carried out this carnage against a minority community which has always identified itself with hard work, with agricultural prosperity, with the armed forces. We may be less than 2% of the Indian population, but our contribution to the armed forces in terms of fighting men is about 27%. So these are what these people do. And therefore, I thought that message was strong in the morning. I deliberately did so. But, now that you're talking to me, I'm overcome by emotion. I think it was not strong enough.
But the way, sir, is against minority community every time.
Every minority communities are flourishing today. I can sit here in front of you and tell you, I know of no member of a minority community who has this thing. BJP doesn't play appeasement politics. The Congress reaches out to minority communities, fuels them, and then does this to them. So I can say, I think the people in the Congress party today ought to do some serious introspection on the events of 1984, on that particular day, and what they did.
But as you mentioned, sir, about the way Congress is claiming, do you think that we have seen in Bihar election that they are continuously, especially Rahul Gandhi, is saying that minorities are not in
I would. So Chitra ji, I would tell you, the Bihar election is going on. There's a code of conduct going on. I don't want to say anything which this thing. Today the BJP has released its manifesto. There are people will do it. Others will release their manifesto. You and I will have a detailed discussion on developmental democracy, what the Modi government has done from 2014. I was Urban Affairs Minister for 7 years. Our cumulative urban spend went up from 1,57,000 to 13-14 times higher. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, 4 crore homes given, decision made for another 3 crore homes, Swanidhi scheme, Ayushman Bharat scheme. That is the overall development record. And we are a $2 trillion economy, we are a $4.3 trillion economy. Ma'am, before long, we will be a 6, 8, 10 trillion economy onto Viksit Bharat. And the development of Bihar and the development of India will not only go hand in hand, but I think Bihar will shoot forward now with the kind of government that we have amongst the NDA, etc. We'll have the next discussion after the...
Sir, one last and important question. Do you think apply on this, whatever you said about the 1984 Royal...
I would like to hear a reply from the Congress. I was waiting for somebody to go to the Harmandir Sahib, to Darbar Sahib, and at least apologize properly. I haven't seen that in all these years.